Hi everyone, it's Jane here. I'm just gonna be I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of some collaging. Excuse me. I've got a load of stuff left over that's been on my desk from making this this journal, which I'm almost finished. So there's loads of bits and bobs all over my desk, cut-offs, trims, bits and bobs, that scraps and bits of old book page and loads of different stuff that I'm gonna put onto a collage. And in order to do that, I need to just make a bit of a background. Now I know I did last time, I didn't show you the background that I made, but I thought I would. So all I'm going to do is I'm just sorting out a few bits of some kind of pretty neutral papers to stick down to make a bit of a background. So I'm just picking out a few that aren't too heavily coloured, because when you're doing a background, you're just making the very, very background for your collage. You just want to keep it as neutral as possible, really, so that you can, it will fit into any journal, you can put anything onto it. It's nice to have a little bit of variety. So I do pick out little bits and pieces with slightly different colours on them. I might keep the short ones there just in case I need some short bits somewhere. And there's a few bits as well. Just keep a few bits and bobs. I don't want too much really heavy blue going on. It's all right to have little bits and bobs, little bits of pink, little bits of blue, because the thing is, this is quite a big background that I'm making, so I probably will chop it up into smaller bits. So you could have blue up one end, pink up another end, and you could definitely do that. So what I might do is do this as diagonals for a change. The last ones I did were strips, this way strips, but I might do diagonals for a change with this. So just for something a bit different. So I'm using Mod Podge. The reason I'm using Mod Podge is because it will stick down the strips, it will stick down things easily, but it also will give a surface that is, it won't absorb. So if I want to use things like my crayons, water crayons, my gelatos, things like that, it'll just let me do that. So I'm just going to start here and just start to stick down. Doesn't matter if it goes off the end. In fact, it's better if it does. Because that will keep it interesting. So this is quite a quick way of building up a collage background. So if you haven't got a lot of time, it's quite easy to get this done. Up into the corner. Sorry, my desk is such a mess. I really should clear it up, but I didn't think about doing that before I started. Okay, let's just do that. What other short one have I got? I've got a short pink one. That will do. I'm doing this on this pad. The pad is what's the word for it? Multimedia stuff. So you can do anything on this type of pad. Mixed media, that's the word I was searching for. Let's get that mixed up. But I try to just do this. I try not to think about it too much. So I think you can get into overthinking things and trying to over plan it. And that doesn't always work. Sometimes it's better to just wing it. Trying to carefully lift that back up. That's not going to work at all, is it? Now we've got a problem. So let's just post it there. Okay. So I'm going to put that sticky mess somewhere in my bin. And all I'm going to do to cover that up, that hole that I managed to leave myself, is to pop down another stripe. And Bob's your uncle is covered up. Now I'm using a lot of Mod Podge here. I'm conscious that I'm just using too much, so I'm just going to smear it out a little bit. We've just got a little space there that is needing a bit of something. I'm just going to use that, which is just on my desk. Handy. Actually going to just tone down this Mod Podging. It's just too much being used. Right, okay. On we go. Disaster averted. Right, okay, let's have this one. That's a bit better, not quite so crazy with the Mod Podge there. Hopefully you'll be able to see okay what I'm doing. I'm just going to stick that in there. Spread that out a little bit. I'm very heavy-handed with the Mod Podge tonight. I'm not quite sure why. I don't usually get it all over the place. I think probably I'm trying to do it quite quickly so the video doesn't get too long and lengthy. Just use that along there. Looks round about the right sort of length. Slide it off the edge of the page. I think go off the edges is always good because you're going to trim it off anyway. And I quite like that thing where you leave it to dry and then trim it off and it's like, oh, big reveal. I wasn't expecting it to look like that. You don't have to use anything that I'm using. You don't have to use mixed media stuff if you don't have it or you don't want to. Bit of ordinary A3 paper, bit of like a cut up brown paper bag, anything like that would work just as well. So you don't need to have any of the special stuff at all, really. I'm just using this because it's kind of just got a nice texture to it. I like the texture to it, and when you're gonna make tags and stuff out of whatever you've done, it's quite nice to have a nice texture on the back of the tag, and this will give you that. It's quite a nice surface to work on as well. That's that. So we've got some good Mod Podge there. Let's have one of you. That. I will overlap that a tiny bit. And that's okay. I don't mind a little bit of overlap. It's all good stuff. Actually, what's that? Just looking for something small to stick over that little square that's missing. And that will do just fine. That's the good thing about these things, is you can just use up a little bit of something, whatever's left on your desk. Okay. So I'm going to save that for down the bottom. We'll use one more of those. Okay. Some of that across there. I'm going to say don't overthink it. That's a great thing, not to overthink it too much. But it's like this. I'm not going to use the really dark side on here. Just too much, I think, on the backgrounds. I'm going to use the single colour. Just so that it's not too busy. So we want to be able to add some things to it. So don't want to make it too crazy busy. That's that. Okay, got a shorter piece there. So we'll stick that on. That's that. I want to use this blue piece, so I'm going to put that there. Okay, so let's do that, because I think it's nice to have a different colour thrown in every now and again. Now, other people may disagree, but I kind of like that whole thing of, you know, the tags that you make from this end could go into a different journal with a different theme. So why not, you know, why not have a little bit of blue? It makes a nice little splash of something different. Okay. That'll fit nicely in there. We're getting there, so hopefully this video hasn't gone on for a million years. go down onto the bottom corner. Looks like I did pull out enough stuff in the end. I wasn't sure if I had, but it looks like I have. So that's good. So as you can see, you can make a background without too much faffing about, without too much overthinking. And without too much time taken on it. I will add, which one should I add down the bottom? I've got a small bit anywhere. I've got a bit of music page there I could use, that'd be cool. Right, let's just do, rip you down there. Stick you on there, right, okay. Down to the corner. Bit of music page. Bit of Mod Podge. Right, cool. We're done. I've covered it all up. Now, I'm just going to leave my brush there. I'm not going to leave it there for more than a few secs because the fastest way to destroy your brushes is to leave them in glue and forget to wash them. So you don't want to do that. That's not a good move. So I'm just going to pull this off just so that you can see what we've got. Now normally I would leave this to dry before cutting the edges off, but I think what I'll do is, while we're here, if I can, if it's not too messy, is cut off the edges. Actually, while I'm there, let's just cover these up. Let's put this, we've got a little bit of space around here that we need to fill in. Let's just see, what have we got hanging around that we can use? Let's get that. I'll definitely rip some of that off. That can go there. That can go there like that. What have I got that's a little bit? This will do. Can go there. This is a great way of tidying your desk up. Get rid of all of the little bits and bobs that are left knocking about that you haven't got rid of. That can go there. Perfect. Right. That was perfect before I moved it. Excellent. So we'll try, hopefully I won't mess it up. I wouldn't normally do it while it's still wet, but I'm going to try and do it while it's, maybe I won't do it. Maybe I'll leave it and let it dry because it's all going to be a mess otherwise. What I'll do is I'll let it dry and then I will add in some pictures of what we get left with. Once I've trimmed it down, I'll add the pictures on at the end, or I'll put another quick video up for that. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and a like and a share and all of that good stuff. And subscribe to my channel if you like this sort of thing. And I will see you all shortly. Bye for now.